Well, a leisurely 2-hour drive from Melbourne to Shepparton. This is a beautiful part of the world. I'm at Trelly's Tackle World in Shep, and I'm going fishing tomorrow with a young bloke. We're fishing skinny water, small fish, but absolutely beautiful. But first, I need a few more cod lures. It's just the way it works. Well, they're trying to tell me that this is a lure, but to me it looks more like a piece of art. Look at that, it's a blue tongue lizard. And if the blue tongue doesn't work for you, how about the budgerigar? How good is this fire? I stayed the night in Shep, drove out this morning, met the boys. This is Max Shannon. Max, I've got a question for you. I got up at 2 a.m. to meet you down the river. It's still pitch black. How long are we going to stand here and talk about fishing before we cast a line?
Oh, a couple more hours, Paul. Wait till the sun comes up and we'll be into it. I
didn't want to be in bed at all. I'd much prefer to be standing here, enjoying the country. It's pretty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I think it is. I can't see it yet. I was having a bit of a joke about getting up early, but how nice is it when you hear the sun's coming up?
Oh, it's awesome. Sort of fishing, you don't cover the ground too often, just do it once, move on. So why do you love the surface so much? There's just nothing like cod hitting top water. You ask any cod fisherman, they'll say the same thing, but pretty much the way they just explode, hit at your feet, just the sand winding in and just bang, it's just an explosion.
Stop it, I'm nervous.
Now the sun's come up over the trees there, we're fishing the water here. We changed from surface to spinnerbaits. Just need to get down a bit deeper. Cod are really shy to the sun. They like to sit under these snags you can see in the water, under undercut banks. So spinnerbaits are just a really versatile lure. Nice and light, you can cast them up under anything. Yeah, they sink down and they should find us a fish.
Yep! Oh. Gee, you hit that hard. Look at that. With Murray Cod, it's all about the hit.
Good work, Paul.
Thanks, mate. Isn't he a little fatty?
Lovely little fish.
I'll come down to the water.
Healthy little fella.
Isn't he beautiful? I'll hand you my rod, mate, and I'll pick up this magnificent fish. Whoa! He's not quite ready for that. Here we go, mate. Look at that. Isn't it amazing? Even after that short fight, he's still got that explosive energy to bust out. Now, I say fish of 1,000 casts. You know how hard they can be to catch, but when you see that, it is all worth it.
So worth it. And that take, bent the rod right over. It was awesome.
Very, very special. The Murray Cod. Just an incredible fish. We're so lucky in Australia because it's the only place in the world you catch them, and only in a very small part of Australia too. That is about as Aussie as it gets, and it is worth getting out of bed at the crack of dawn for. Thank you for sharing, mate. That is gold. Oh, this little fat guy's going back, eh?
Yeah, better put him back.
Beautiful, beautiful fish. Oh, he just bit my finger. I think he's keen. There he goes.
There he goes.
So that is my spinnerbait. Looks like a cross between a Christmas tree and a coat hanger. Those blades spin beautifully. Anyway, we've got dirty water. They let the fish know that the lure's there. They even use a similar bladed system up north from the Barramundi. Then at the bottom there, a little skirt, bit of lead. You can cast this lure into any structure, and 99 times out of 100, you'll get it out. And maybe 1 time in 100, you might even have a fish on the end of it.
Oh, I dropped it. All right, so just under that log there, I was just bobbing it up and down off the bottom, like that. The fish come up right up behind it really slowly, grabbed it and turned, went straight into the log. The spinnerbait hit the log and it come off. That's a shame. It was a cod probably about 50 centimetres.
that's nice. Look at that. I've hooked it in like 4 inches of water and the cod has actually surfaced when he's hit it. That is so good. Max, did you see that?
I was just up the top, saw that there, Paul. That was a good take.
Look at the size of this fish. He's just a beautiful little Murray Cod. You can grab that for me, man.
Thank you.
That was epic. I have never ever, I'm just going to rest him for a sec. I have never ever caught a Murray Cod that was basically as deep as the water in which I caught it. It came off a shallow flat there and I actually saw him come up, bang, and hit it. It's like a whiting bite, went whack, 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 whack. And mate, these are special fish. Everyone knows Murray Cod are awesome. Everyone talks about big Murray Cod. What's the biggest Murray Cod you've caught?
84.
84 in skinny water?
Oh yeah, skinny water.
Skinny water, seriously. An 84 is worth probably about $1.30 m in the big rivers. They're just so incredible. And in this little tight stuff, I actually have to remind myself that I'm cod fishing because I feel like I'm trout fishing. I see all this timber, I'm banging, but spinnerbait, it reminds you when it hits it and the heart goes bang, bang, bang. Very, very special. How beautiful is this magnificent Murray Cod, the largest freshwater fish in Australia. When they first spawn, the females produce around 10,000 eggs, but as they get bigger and fatter, they can produce up to 100,000 eggs, but very few of those fish actually make it to adult size, which is why you really need to look after them. Off you go, mate. Into the current you go. You watch it go now. Bang. That is just gold. What a cracking fish. It actually only had one eye, that fish, but it saw me coming.
I'm Max Shannon.
I'm Shane Bergerman.
And I'm Kyle Morrison.
And we are official Native Sqaud.
There is no other lure in the world like a spinnerbait. You can literally cast it anywhere and 9 times out of 10 you'll get it out. You would not put that cast in with any other lure. And that's why spinnerbaits are so versatile. Let it sink, fish behind that snag, pop up over this snag, fish between the two, pop back up again, and then into the good water, let it sink and fish the whole way back to your feet. That is cool.
Haven't had a hit for about 20 minutes, so I'm going to change the colour of my spinnerbait. It can literally be the difference between catching a fish or not.
Oh yeah, good work, mate. Nice fish, well done.
He's a bit bigger.
Good work, he's a nice
Staying
one.
down, head shakes.
And it just had to come from there. I mean, you got that
Look at it.
oxygenated water pushing down.
Oh.
It just looked so fishy. Bring him up, mate, he's a good one. No,
Bit of a
oh
bend in
yes,
the rod.
well done. Mate, you bring it up to me, I'll grab him. Good work.
I'm the pink and black bassman.
That pink and black.
There you
Did
go.
the job.
He's a much
He's
better fish.
being very, very kind to us, and mate, that is an absolute gem. Well
Look
done.
at that. Oh,
That is a really cool cod, mate.
That's a much better one.
Now, legal size for cod?
He'd be about legal. 55 centimetres is legal size, Paul. So
He'd be very close, and then is 70...
75 it is.
Right, so you're allowed to keep between 55 and 75.
75,
That's
that's
the slot limits. The big ones have to go back, little ones go back.
Yep.
And we're still learning so much about this species. Only the last decade we've discovered they'll travel up to 120 kilometres upstream to spawn. They normally do it in winter and spring when the water levels are nice and high. And the incredible thing, they'll then come back downriver and go under the exact same snag where they live, hang out for the rest of the year, and then do it all again. That is just a beautiful fish, mate. Congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
I am loving this. Skinny water Murray cod, just too good. I reckon 99.9% of Murray cod are released. So important, if you're going to let them go, make sure you look after them while they're in your hands. Plenty of oxygen, wet your hands before you pick them up. These fish are way too special to put back in any way other than perfect. The big question, I know you've caught a lot of Murray cod. Have you ever kept one?
We'll never keep a cod, Paul.
Why is that?
Something special about these fish, so iconic to Australia. Nothing better than seeing them swim off after you catch them.
And that is what the next generation of fishing is all about. Mate, when you're ready, put him back. He is just way too cool for school. Look at that fish. I love him.
He's so calm sitting there.
That is so good. And he'll just sit there. He's fine, mate. Look at that. Oh, doesn't really like us. He's just going to sit next to my boot. That is amazing. Well, unfortunately, this bridge marks the end of our hot mornings fishing. When I say hot, the weather was hot, but the fishing was hot as well. Murray cod, aren't they awesome?
There's nothing like them, Paul. Coming down to some skinny water like this, smashing iconic Australian natives, that's what I live for.
I'm hearing you, mate. If you want to check out what these guys do, YouTube, Instagram, the official Native Sqaud, they absolutely smash it.